Hello, all my YouTube fans and subscribers. I wanted to talk about really quick thing. Really quick thing. I found this out a really long time ago, and I'm like a huge fan of doing iron body conditioning, where you hit your bones to make them stronger. I have 10% of life left. You hit your bones to make them stronger, and they grow. Because a bodybuilder, this always interests me. A bodybuilder could easily, like not easily, but over hard work, get big, huge muscles. But their bone structure would be the same. It would grow a little, but inside, normally, our bones are the same. So it wouldn't matter, like, because of course the bones have to accommodate to the bigger muscle mass getting. But what matters most is the calcium in the bone and cortical remodeling. Because it really doesn't matter how big your muscles are. It matters how big your bones are. If some really fucking skinny person has really strong bones and then a bodybuilder wants to fight him, you're more likely for the skinny person to be able to beat up the bodybuilder. Why? Because he's faster, and two, his bones are more dense. So even if the bodybuilder knocks him down, hits him, it won't hurt him. The thing with Shaolin monks is that they train for 2 hours, no, I think more than that, every day by hitting bricks, hitting steel, hitting all these hard objects against their bones, strengthening their bones. There's even a Shaolin boxer, you can look him up, who boxes and he just tired. I'd say he's the Asian Mayweather. He lets people hit him in the face because it doesn't hurt him until they get tired, and then he just knocks them out. I mean, honestly, I could do that. I can hit granite with my shin. My shin is probably the most strong bone I have in my body. I train my shin because people can easily kick your legs over, like I put in my subliminals, and just switch with the joints, because our knee joints are pretty much weak unless you train them. And if someone kicks yours, you can put your foot like down, is I don't know if that's in the camera, and have a strong foundation, and even if they kick it, it won't hurt and it won't do anything because your bone's stronger. Like any kind of base structure, your bone is what makes you stronger than an average person. Muscle does contribute, yeah, but bone is what matters. The more dense your bones are, one, the heavier you may become, and two, dense bones can happen without even hitting your bones against things. Dense bones can happen just by having more weight on you. So if you put if anyone ever used to or does watch the show Naruto, there is a character on there called Rock Lee, and he was always my fucking favorite. He was based off Bruce Lee, and he had these things, these weights on his ankles that were like super heavy, and he had them on his arms and his body, and he fought with them on, and when he took them off, it made like an explosion on the ground and he was able to move lightning fast. And there is truth to that. The more dense your body is all day, once you take that amount of weight off, your body can move super fast, more fast than a normal human. It's not a lie. It's funny, a lot of the shit they say in animes or movies or just TV shows actually have happened and actually are possible, but we don't think they are because they're TV. It's like, it's just TV, it's fake. One of the things, which is the best example, this is the best example of strong bones. And milk, oh my God, milk does not build strong bones. Milk, especially if there's any in here, if it says, does it say it? Yeah, homogenized and pasteurized. Want to know what those things mean? It means the milk was cooked to such a high temperature that it tasted plain and disgusting. They cook it to such a high temperature because of standards, which mean they need to kill all the bacteria or all that stuff in the milk when it comes from the farm. So what it does is it kills the nutrients in the milk and pretty much just makes it sugar and calories. So if you want to bulk up, you can drink milk. But truly, the thing building muscle is you. You're exercising, you're working out, you're staying active, that's building muscle. Milk is just empty calories. That's a good way to put it. You can get raw milk, which tastes different. Trust me, it tastes different. That's out of the... When gorillas have extremely hard bones because they've genetically been, over time, over generations, they have genetically fallen from trees, jumped from tree to tree, jumped from branch to branch, fallen, hit branches. Their bones, over time, and certain, mostly gorillas, have developed extremely strong bones. They've gone through so much cortical remodeling, hitting the bones breaking, bones healing and getting stronger, that if a bodybuilder tried to fight a gorilla and they were the same exact size, the gorilla would win. Why? Because it has stronger bones. The base of anything is what matters. Not the base. The base of any structure is what keeps it up. If you put a bunch of... It's going to be a funny example, but if you put a bunch of rhubarb and bricks and you make this giant castle, but you make the base out of... what's good? Jello. then it's gonna, of course, fall over because the base wasn't set up correctly. You need to have a strong base to have a strong foundation. Wait, foundation is the base. You need a strong foundation to have a strong everything. Talking too much. I need water. I see all these bodybuilders on YouTube. Some are on steroids, some aren't. Some are just strong and people think they're on steroids. But you can tell when they're on steroids because really, honestly, in this day and age, no one really gives a shit anymore about people knowing. So they kind of just tell you. They pretty much just tell you. The thing about people on steroids is that more than likely, their bones have grown a little bit, but not really. Because your bones can grow, your growth plates can grow, but the bones usually stay the same unless they're injured countless times, and all it does is when you get a bone injury, you know, when you get a bruise over time when you're a kid, burp. When you're a kid, you fall down, get up, your bones start getting stronger. When you play online games and you never move from your computer and you just eat junk food and drink Monster Energy drinks or Amp or one of those disgusting things, and your bones just start getting weak. Your bones start getting horribly weak because you're not using them and you're giving them bad nutrition. The only real way to make bones bigger or more dense is by hitting them or putting weight on them. So yeah, I'll say it again. Bodybuilders do have slightly bigger bones than a normal person, mostly because their cycle, which is steroid cycle. And stop thinking this. Bodybuilders are actually really intelligent when it comes to health. They don't just inject themselves with steroids and magically become strong. No, they still have to work for it. They still have to take a bunch of supplements. That's why going through a steroid cycle is really expensive if you're going to keep doing it. It's really expensive. Just know that now. Yeah. There's lots of precautions that you have to take so you don't have a heart attack, so you don't have all these health problems. I honestly don't think it's worth it. I honestly think if you just entrain your bones, if you make them stronger like Thai fighters do, or Chinese monks, they got the right idea, then you don't need steroids. There was a family where they had a gene mutation, and they even made a movie on this with Bruce Willis. I forget what it's called though. Where the man, he smashed, he crashed, the train crashed, he was the only survivor, there's no cuts on him, all because he had extremely dense bones. He got thrown around. When you have really dense bones like me, and trust me, it took me 5 years to do that, your muscles will grow depending on what you hit against your body. I honestly don't really care about muscles all that much. Like, I can let's do an example. Sit down. See that's my knee. You can see my knee. This is metal. See, magnets are sticking to it. Mostly if someone hit their knee, they'd be like, ow! Then it would take them probably, I'm going to say 10 minutes to get over it. I have extremely high pain resistance and extremely fast movement speed. Plus, I can lift really heavy things. Not because I have super huge muscles. No, it's because I've trained my bones to be more dense over time. Now, literally, yesterday is the day that I found more research on it, that if your bones are in a highly dense gravity, a high elevation, your bones, and I mean really high elevation, your bones will become more dense. You can have them dense and almost indestructible. That's not a joke. Or you can have tons of muscle and get attraction from everyone. But honestly, personality is what matters more. Yeah. So remember, before I go, let's say, keep going and learn, grow, power, intuition. It says intuitive, but yeah. Also, think positive. Work hard. Money, yay! Money, yay! Also, grow. Grow. Make mistakes. Mistake, mistake, mistake. You will make mistakes along your journey of success, but you will reach success in the end. Goodbye. And remember, a gorilla could freaking smash you. Just a normal person. So don't fight a gorilla unless you have like a gun with 5 bullets.